Hello, everybody. Hope you all are doing well. Welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Let's continue and ask about what has happened to this person that we never got to talk to in that one case. Let's ask about the incident. To suddenly be struck in the back by a blade as you were walking down the pavement. What a terrible experience you had, Miss Green. It was so cold that day and the fog was so thick I couldn't see a thing. That was 4 days ago now, I think. Is that right? Yes, that's right. I'm afraid you've been comatose all that time. But the case has been solved, hasn't it? While I've been here in the hospital, I mean. Indeed it has, my dear madam. Spectacularly by none other than I, Herlock Sholmes. Mr. Sholmes, as you well know, it was Mr. Naruto's hard work in court that solved the case. Are you yet to hear what happened, Miss Green? Yes, I'm afraid a gentleman from the police force is supposed to be coming to fill me in shortly. Oh, I see. Me coming round seems to have made everyone frantically busy. I'm so sorry, I should have never regained my consciousness. It was so selfish of me. Oh no, we're also relieved that you're on the mend, Miss Green. We really are. With that kind of attitude, maybe her surname should be Blue, not Green. Maybe we can turn that around. So, you're an artist, are you, Miss Green? Oh no, I couldn't possibly claim that. I'm a fledgling artist at best. I mean, I'm a student of art, really, at the Thorndike Academy of Fine Arts. Oh my, an Academy of Fine Arts. Great Britain has such a wonderful country. Tell me, Miss Green, do you live hereabouts? Oh no, actually, I don't deserve it, but I have a little flat on Brixton Road. I see, how very interesting. Oh no, is it? Brixton is some 10 stops away from the underground from here, and Thorndike Academy is a mere 3-minute walk from Brixton Town Center. Does that matter, Mr. Sholmes? Perhaps not, but Briar Road is a fair less suburbious part of the town by comparison, dwelt in by those inferior means, including the maleficent Mr. Mustache. Inferior means, I suppose Saseki-san does fit the bill. It struck me as somewhat out of the ordinary for a young fine arts student to be walking in such a district. That's all. What's this? She suddenly clammed up. Mr. Sholmes, you should be ashamed of yourself prying into a young maiden's private affairs. Oh, dear me, do forgive me. If you don't mind, I'm being discharged shortly, so I need to pack up my things. Oh yes, of course, we won't keep you. Thank you so much, Mr. Green. No, Miss Green. Whoops. Alright, is there anything else I can look around the room for? There are lots of bottles in the cabinet, aren't there? Do you think it's safe to keep them like that? If you were a patient here, I feel sure you'd take some medicine by mistake when you were half asleep. Is that like a foreshadow or something? That is a worry, but at least the cabinet has a lock, even if it's only a flimsy one. Oh, I've no doubt you managed to unlock that somehow while you were half asleep as well. Oops, wrong button. There are limits even to what I can do when I'm half asleep, you know, Mr. Sato. We can't look into the other part of the room, but let me just see what else is around this part. This looks like the patient's treatment notes. Let's see. Do not feed... What? Is she like an animal or something? What is this place? Exactly what I was thinking. You know, I seem to remember seeing an almost identical sign in our local park. For the pigeons, yes, this is a person. Poor woman, I hope she hasn't read this. Oh no, it's so sad. Anything else? There's something on the floor. I can't interact with that. Alright, well, I guess we'll try and look into the other part of the room. How do I do that? Do I just click on this? Oh no, it's my D-pad. There we go. It's been a while. There's another cabinet here. There are all sorts of medicine in this cabinet, look. I'm not sure if it's safe leaving them in reach of everyone like this. Yes, you're right. I can't imagine if you were peckish, you might try a whole bottle or two. Well, at least there seems to be a little lock to secure the cabinet doors. I don't imagine that would stop you if you were hungry. I worry that you'd break the lock. Hunger doesn't turn me into a criminal, you know, Mr. Sata. There's also another patient here. This looks like the treatment notes for whoever occupying this bed here. Let's see. Do not permit to run around the hospital. Is it the rat? The patient doesn't seem to be here at the moment, so... He or she is probably running around the hospital then. Oh dear, how worrying. What's worrying is that why they haven't discharged the patient yet. Is there anything else to examine? Not sure if there really is. I don't see anything. Can I move around? I can move around, it seems. Oh yeah, I can just leave. I didn't really expect that I could just leave. Are we done? I hope we're done with that. Let's see. 21st February, Sholmes Suite. Okay, I'm here. Let's see what Iris is up to. She seems to be writing. Iris? That's incredible concentration, that is. I find it quite remarkable how she can focus on so many different things at once. Perhaps I should try drinking more herbal tea. The blend third from the right would be good for you, Runo. Oh, Iris. This girl is destined for great things, I'm sure. Yeah, she is very, very capable mind. Anything to examine? Is that the tea set? It always strikes me how pretty and neatly arranged the tea set is. It's my favorite one. In fact, I think it's high time for an afternoon tea. Wait there, I'll fetch the special blend that I've prepared for today. Oh, Iris, you do love your tea, don't you? She looks happy to be at this prospect. And after you've drunk it, I'll collect some experimental data, if that's all right. What is she about to make me drink? Nope, she went back to writing. Oops, pressed the wrong button again. My fat fingering multiple buttons. That's a charming little white shelf, and full of charming little bottles too. Oh yes, but don't touch any of those. They might explode. A charming shelf full of charming bottles full of charring ingredients. You know, I really mistakenly drank from one of them the other day. What? And how? I think he was lucky, though. He hasn't exploded yet. Chemistry can be very hazardous occupation. It's living with Mr. Sholmes that's a hazardous occupation, if you ask me. You're kidding me. He literally drank from one of those. I mean, I guess it does look like one of those kombucha bottles. Those nasty tasting things. I do like this fireplace. It's one of the best things I've seen since we arrived in the country, in fact. Although I do yearn for a Japanese kotatsu, putting your legs under a warm blanketed table is so comforting. Do be careful, Mr. Naruto. Don't mistakenly put your feet into the fire, will you? You'd suffer terrible burns, you know. I worry sometimes about how Susato sees me. He thinks I'm a complete dimwit. It's curious how this enormous metal chest is being used as a coffee table, and even more curious to think that Iris' father's notes and Mr. Sholmes' cases are in it. You mustn't look in there, Runo. Those notes are a secret between Daddy and me. And Mr. Sholmes isn't somehow in on the secret? Hurley tends to forget, you see, as soon as he solved the case, in fact. Once he read one of my manuscripts when he had a terrible argument about it. Never have I solved such a case, he said. He was absolutely adamant. Sometimes I wonder if he's from another planet, don't you? What's this? Look at all these mementos of Mr. Sholmes' past cases. You know, Mr. Sato's eyes still sparkle every time she lays eyes on them. But yours don't, do they, Runo? Well, I have read the adventures of Herlock Sholmes now, by order of Mr. Sato. But the trouble is, having seen the real thing in action, somehow the stories don't quite ring true for me. Well, he does solve the cases in the end. I suppose so. Perhaps there's more to the great detective that meets the eye. I guess let's look over here and examine all his stuff. This enormous machine takes up the entire desk, doesn't it? It's really imposing. Ah, Hurley's great analytoscope. Yes, it can analyze anything at all, you know? But I've never seen anyone actually using it. Well, it is his invention, and I don't know how to operate it. Why don't you get it to analyze its own operation then? Oh, Runo, you'll raise your shop today, aren't you? Is that sarcasm? Anything else around here? Got his violin. This is Mr. Jones' famous violin. The one he found being sold for a song at a pawnbrokery. What was it called again? A shoddy something? Oh yes, this wonderful instrument features the adventures of Sherlock Holmes. It's a world-famous Stradivarius. What? Stradivarius, Mr. Naruto? Stragivore. Are you even trying now? We'll come back to this another time, I think. Oh, there's a couple more things on the shelf. There's all sorts of these shelves, chemistry apparatus, books, papers, and a lot of other things that I didn't read. It's all heaped up so high, I can't help feeling that the whole lot is going to be toppled at any moment. It looks as though it might topple, and yet it doesn't. The epitome of Mr. Sholmes' brilliance. I don't get it. As it happens, I'm quite well practiced when it comes to stacking shelves myself. Just the other day, the shelf in my office finally gave way under the strain, though. It looks as though I might topple it. It might topple it, and it does. Yes, the epitome of your disarray. I really don't get it. Alright, I think that's everything we examined here. I'm not sure if there's anything else we can talk about. Can conversate. I guess can't go back. I guess I missed something in the hospital. Let's see. Examine. Did I miss something to observe somehow? Somewhere? We talked to you entirely, right? Yeah, we talked to you entirely. I'm not sure what I'm missing then. I remember there's cracks on the walls. Very thick cracks on the walls, too. I don't know where I'm supposed to be doing, or where am I supposed to be going? Yeah, this is a bit confusing. Let me see if I can find out where to go. Oops, I pressed the wrong button there. Move around. Alright, we already went to Sholmes Suites. Oh wait, do we have anything on our possession? Oh, we have a second hand. We still have this. Customer, Mr. Natsume. Yeah, we still have those. What's this? We have a nearby street map. Why do we have these items on us? Alright, we are back. I seem to have completely missed like this one photo that's here. Look, there's a photograph in this frame here. Oh my gosh, how did I miss this photograph? It took me like so long. Oh yes, it's a picture of a young gentleman. He looks to be about the same age as Miss Green, I would say. Perhaps a young woman special someone, do you think? My, Mr. Naruto, I didn't know you had a sense of matters of the heart. Not in the least. I sincerely said the first thing I thought of. Is there a Mr. Naruto here? Mr. Naruto? Oh, finally got something to happen. I spent like 5 minutes looking around. Naruto now? Well, if you're looking for Naruto, the lawyer, that's me, but... Ah, Mr. Naruto, good. This is for you. It's a message from Mr. Saucy Natsume. Mr. Natsume sent a message to me. But why would the policeman be delivering a message from Mr. Natsume? Exactly, what's going on? What's a Scotland Yard constable doing playing delivery boy at a time in this morning? What are you waiting for? Let me see that. Oh. Well, this is most unexpected. Is something wrong, Mr. Sholmes? Is something wrong, Mr. Sholmes, he says? Have you not seen this note? No, how could I? It would seem the London criminals have no intention of letting the great detective rest. A new case calls. A case of murder, no less. We must depart at once. Murder? Call a cab. Time is of the essence. But the trouble is... we've yet to read Mr. Natsume's note. I was thinking we ought to pay him a visit in his lodging once we did. That would be entirely convenient. Convenient? What do you mean? It's all here in this note, my dear fellow. The murder we must investigate took place at Mr. Mustache's lodgings. Wait, what? I'll hail a first at once. Is that what she said? I kind of like spaced out for a moment. It was only yesterday that Sasaki-san was in court and we were dispelling doubts about his innocence. And now the very next day, there's a murder at the man's own address. He may very well be the unluckiest man alive, or so it seems to us at the time, but we were soon to discover it was worse than we thought. Ooh, is that the end of this first part? Or we're just traveling over? I guess we're just traveling over. 21st February, 7:18 a.m., Mr. Natsume's lodgings, ground floor. Whoa. We met that guy like once. What on earth? Oh my, the gentleman is deceased without question. He's dead. Locum's doing Mr. Naruto Esquire. Mr. Natsume. Why is this happening? I've only just got out of court yesterday. I was finally home after 2 days of misery. And then I wake up the next day to this? No early bird should catch a worm like this. Wolf, without wiggle. I see you in high spirits again this morning, Mr. Mustache. Arrgh, not the horrible Herluck-Sholmes. Shove off! Show yourself the door. I never invited you. Mr. Sholmes came here with us. I'm quite sure he'll be able to help you, Mr. Natsume. I am entirely at your disposal, Mr. Mustache. What can I do for you? He's really not happy. Here they are already, the busybodies. Inspector Gregson, what a pleasant surprise. Pleasant, is it? Gives me a heartburn every time I see your face at a crime scene, Mr. Sholmes. I deduce, Inspector, that your heartburn is a result of your excessive consumption of fried food. Good morning, Inspector. This is the crime scene. Don't you go touching anything. Or good morning to you too, Sunshine. Ooh, this is our crime scene at the moment. Well, we're gonna have to stop this part here. So, thank you all so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Until then, I will see you all later. Goodbye.